You're now live. I am now live. Hello and welcome. If you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, hello. We're going live on Amazon Live. It's one stream, as you said, we're live. So let's go here and go live on Amazon Live. Okay, so we're going to be talking about today lights, camera, action, broadcasting from BeLive, and cameras, microphones, Fitbits. You can see my Fitbit data up in the left-hand corner. We've got demonstration area with subtle placings, a thank you card, and part run, and we're all ready to go. And I'm going to appear on screen in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome. And this is a new setup. I spent a couple of hours working on my computer last night, and I think that finally I have the perfect setup. Time will tell. Okay, time will definitely tell. Okay, word of explanation. This is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen, broadcasting on BeLive, and we'll be talking about cameras, microphones, Fitbits. Talking of Fitbits, my latest stats are out, and I crossed a new threshold today. I've walked 1,102 miles so far this year in the last 12 months. And back to me. This is the demonstration area. And if you've got questions about anything that's down in the demonstration area, like the USB hub or the AfterShokz headphones or the Oswald Tiny camera or the Loom Cube stand or the Stream Deck. Okay, and I think we've got something missing. I put something safely down somewhere and I don't know where. Okay, we'll find out in a minute. Let's take that off full screen. Okay, and I'm going to highlight the first item, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And then I'm going to take you this afternoon on a walk around the Quartz Garden. And this video was shot using the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is somewhere safe at the moment. I'll go and find it in a minute. Okay, so let's take all that off screen and just come to me. Hello and welcome to this live broadcast and the official introduction. Welcome to the broadcast with Stephen, live from England. In fact, live from England using BeLive, and I'm in Wiltshire, which is a county in England, equivalent to a state in the USA, and we're about 93 miles away from London. So this is the Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen Healy, and thank you for watching me live, whether you're actually watching on Facebook, YouTube, or especially on Amazon Live. So thank you for joining me. So what we have, and welcome everybody who's joining on Amazon Live. What we have down in the carousel is 40 items. I own over 80% of them. And if you've got any questions about items in the carousel, please do ask. Now, I don't work for Amazon. I'm an independent broadcaster based here in Wiltshire in England. And I'm here to help and advise. And if you've got any questions, if you have any questions at all about live broadcasting, then please do ask. I'm fortunate. I've been live broadcasting now for nearly 8 years, enjoyed every moment of it. I teach people how to go live with my Udemy courses and my broadcasts on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and Twitch. In fact, everywhere I go live, I'm actually instructing people on how to be successful in live video. And now I've got my own broadcast on Amazon Live. I've been here on Amazon Live for the last 18 months. And let's get the show on the road. Okay, we're going to look at something, my latest acquisition. And there is a story behind this. It is featured in the carousel. And I need my glasses from time to time for reading. So forgive me. I'm not ignoring you. It's the One Audio wired headset. And it's $35.99. It's 10% discount today. Now, as far as discounts are concerned, whilst I'm live, I get special prices on the items in the carousel. When I do get a special price, I will tell you about it. So some of the items in the carousel are on special price. The price is only active whilst I'm live. and this is important because when I finish broadcasting, the prices may well change. Okay, so special discounts whilst I'm live, and that's true of all broadcasters. But the first item is the One Audio, and if I go here, and I'm just going to stand up. Okay, so you can see a bit more of my studio now. Now there is a story behind this. I've been looking for some wired headphones for a while, and I bought Angelica these, which are down in the carousel. Angelica's my partner. She's a German language tutor, and she's been singing their praises ever since she got them, and she can't hear a word when she's got them on. So I thought, well, I'll try them. So these are my own pair of One Audio wired headphones, and I've got to say, I've been using them all weekend, and the sound quality is first class. You can hear the dynamic range. You can hear it's got good bass, and they are well constructed. Now, the thing I was bothered about was if I put them on, which I'm going to now, live demonstration, then how comfortable are they? And I can tell you, having worn these for 2 hours at the weekend, they are very comfortable. Now, in terms of how they work, you can plug them in using the 3.5mm jack, or down in the carousel, you'll find a widget. And this is the widget, and you can see it. It's a 3.5mm to USB-C connector. And you just plug it in like so. And then you can plug it into your mobile phone. YouTube's just woken up, so we're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello on Facebook, but a special hello to everybody who's watching me on Amazon Live. Now, I've put my phone somewhere safe, so at some point during this broadcast, I'm going to have to find it. So, high quality, and the price is incredible for something of this quality. And as I say, I wore these for 2 hours without any problems. So they are comfortable, they're great sound. You can't hear anybody else. You're cutting yourself off from the world. And I've got to say that I actually love these headphones. In fact, I was struggling there to actually hear myself. So these headphones down in the carousel, $35.99, 10% saving $4. If you click the link in the carousel, it will take you to the page for these, and you can read the reviews. You can watch the pre-recorded video, and if you want, you can come back to me and ask questions. Now, as time goes on, I will be able to answer more and more questions, but for the moment, let's just say I'm very satisfied with these headphones for the price. Okay, now I'm not an audiophile. I just love good quality sound, and this is what they have. Okay, let's come back here and press the button. And as if by magic, if I press the right button, I can sit down and I'm back in my seat. Okay, so these headphones down in the carousel, 10% discount, $35.99. If you just want to listen to music and you want to have the volume up and nobody else can hear it, then these are the key. They're great construction, and will plug in to your computer, your tablet, or your phone, and provide great quality sound. Okay, so let's put those back. I've made somewhere safe for them to go, and if I put them back there, I won't lose them. Okay, so they're now back where they should be, and I'm back in focus. And I want to say welcome. If you're watching an Amazon Live, thank you very much. If you just joined me, just to catch you up with what's going on, and go here. Your host is Stephen Healy from England. We're talking about live broadcasting. We'll be looking at Logitech Brio webcam, Samsung 20D mobile, and I want to say thank you for actually watching live. And if I go here now, I've been waiting for a second or two. I should be able to. Just a second. No, cancel that. Come over here, and I should be able to bring this on screen. Okay, and those are the headphones I'm talking about. If I take off the notes, then you'll be able to see more clearly. It comes with two jacks. One is the 3.5mm, one is a 6.25. So it will fit your audio devices, and it's a One Audio wired headphone, and they are over the ear, and they are very comfortable to wear. That's basically all I can say about them. Okay, so let's come back to the screen, which is getting rather busy now. Okay, so you're watching Lights, Camera, Action, live from England, broadcasting on BeLive. I'm your host, Stephen Healy, and we're talking about cameras, we're talking about microphones, we're talking about Fitbits. So let's hide that now. The next item on screen is to the right of me. Last September, I started selling Fitbits on Amazon Live, and I'd done 740 miles a year at that point. I've crossed a new milestone today. I'm now walking 1,102 miles a year, which is 20 miles a week, and that's going to go up. My target is to get to 1,300. So if you follow this broadcast, I'll give you regular updates, but I stay fit basically simply by walking. And I will be going out for a walk tomorrow at 11:30. I'll put my headphones on, which are the Aftershocks. I shall have my Fitbit with me and just go walking, listening to rock music as I go along from Amazon Music, of course. Right, the next thing is that we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. The S23 is out now, which means the price of the S22 has gone down a bit. So I'll be telling you all about that and playing you the video. So let's hide the video for a moment. And that brings us down to here. And this is my demonstration area. And you can see the Obosbox tiny camera. You can see the Obosbox box, the Stream Deck, the Park Run, the top of a microphone, which is here. I'm using the Elgato Wave 3 microphone today. You'll find it down in the carousel. Park Run is something that started in the UK, and that's on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. 150 people get together to run 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles, and Angelica and I are part of them, and we just completed our 16th Park Run this week, and it's great fun. So I'm going to switch that camera off, which brings us back to me and the One Audio, which is featured down in the carousel. Now, the next item that we're going to look at, basically, when it comes to broadcasting, and in that, I'm going to include broadcasting includes Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Anywhere you can broadcast is broadcast destination. Our destinations today are I'm live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Twitch, but most importantly, live with you on Amazon Live. And just to prove that we're live on YouTube, there we are. And basically, everybody who's watching on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch gets an invite to join you and I on Amazon Live. That's the way it works. Okay, so the next item we're going to look at is the Nexigo Zoom. And I'm delighted to say, if I go here, this is the Nexigo Zoom camera. It's $151.99. It is on discount today. And the discount is, just a moment, 16% off. It's $151.99 today. So a saving of $28. Now, if I go back here and go picture in picture and the other way around. So we've got the price showing on the screen, $151.99. You're looking at the Nexigo N970p webcam. Nexigo are an American company based just outside Seattle. And 3 years ago, they saw a gap in the webcam market. And they decided they were going to fill the gap. And they now have a range of 15 webcams, ranging in price. If we go ranging in price from $60 up to $151.99. Now, if you click the link in the carousel, it'll take you to the Nexigo page and you can find out all about the cameras. I'm going to tell you about this one and why I chose it. Okay. Basically, there are three things which are important when you're live broadcasting. One is the camera. 2 is the sound, and 3 is the lighting. And we're going to talk about all 3 today. We're going to start with the camera. We're talking about, if I go over here, I've written everything down so that I don't miss anything out. So when I'm talking about something, I'm going to give you the main features. Yeah. So I'm going to give you the features of the Nexigo. Then I'm going to give you a demonstration of what the Nexigo can do and how you can use it in your broadcasts on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So it's the Nexigo N970p 4K webcam, 4K. Now that means that it is the best quality we can get as consumers at the moment on a webcam. 720 is what I'm broadcasting to you in now on Amazon Live, 720p. That's DVD quality. 1080p is high definition, and you can use that on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and Zoom. And then 4K is right up there, and that's the best resolution we can get now. The higher the number, the more pixels being transmitted, the clearer the picture, and it's the clarity that we're after. Because it's important. Now, this is why I chose the Nexigo 970p as one of my webcams. I've got 5 webcams, but the Nexigo has got the best picture. Don't tell anybody else, but it's got the best. I saw it being demonstrated, and I thought, wow, that picture is so clear. And then I found out why it's so clear. It is so clear because it's got a Sony CMOS sensor built into it. Now, Nexigo as a brand want to bring something extra in all the cameras that they do. And the something extra with the Nexigo N970p is the fact that it has a Sony CMOS sensor, which gives it the 4K. And, well, it's just best picture. I hope you agree. It's got onboard flash memory. Now, basically, the flash memory is actually built into the camera. And that means that if we spend hours setting cameras up, we get the color right, we get the contrast right, we get the angle right, and then we've got to take the camera to another computer and we start all over again. Not with the 970p. The flash memory remembers all the setting changes that you make. So I can take this camera from my computer to Angelica's and it will work exactly as before. The remote control that comes with the camera, yes, it's got a remote control, will work exactly the same as on my PC. So it's a portable webcam. And it's the first time I've seen it doing that. Now, it is a conference camera. It's designed to be a conference camera. If I go here, what you do is you put the webcam on a tripod, like the LumeCube tripod that's down in the carousel, and the camera then goes on the conference table. It has dual microphones. Yeah. And in addition to that, if I go back here again, I'm just making sure I'm on the right camera. Yes, I am. It's got AI-powered auto framing. Now, at the moment, it's got one person on screen, me. If it was on a stand on a conference table, then 3 people, 5 people, and it will automatically adjust its field of view to incorporate everybody's. Basically, it's got facial recognition, which means that it will recognize the faces, recognize how many people are on, and it will adjust its field of view accordingly. Now, as far as the conference camera is concerned, and a solo camera, let's say it works for both. I mean, I think it's absolutely the best camera I've ever had. It's a dual AI noise cancelling. Now, this is important. Whenever you're looking for a new camera, a new microphone, do make sure it's got noise cancellation. Yeah, let me just make a change here. And I'm going to go here and do that, because that was annoying. It's got dual AI noise cancelling mics, twin microphones, noise cancellation built in. Now, this is important. If you are on a Zoom call, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, and your dog barks, if you've got noise cancellation on, and I have noise cancellation on today, then nobody else will hear the dog. Nobody will hear the dog, apart from you. Okay. Just going through the features, then we're going to the demonstration. It works with Microsoft Teams, Zoom, WebEx, and whatever Google app you want to go for. Now, this is what makes this camera special. This is what makes this camera stand out. It's the 970p is built with a Sony CMOS sensor that features 3840 by 2160 ultra high definition at 30 frames per second. Now I'm broadcasting to you, as you know. If I go over here and go here, just a second. If I go here and put this on screen, I'm broadcasting to you from BeLive from my Chrome browser. So everything's going through the browser. And what's happening is this is moving pictures. The camera is taking 30 images every second, 30 frames per second, 30 photographs. Those 30 photographs are then sent across the internet over to Amazon Live, and they're reassembled so you can see a moving picture. You can watch me moving. 30 frames per second is the standard for browser-based software. If you go for OBS or vMix or XSplit Broadcaster, in other words, external desktop software, then you can get 60 frames per second. Okay. The sensor gives it the 4K, 3840 by 2160. Now, if you've got, people ask, why do I need a 4K camera? Okay, if you get a 4K camera now, you're going to be ready for when we can all use 4K cameras to broadcast live. At the moment, we're waiting for the internet. We want better speeds on the internet because you need a 20 megabyte upload for this to work. But if you've got a 20 megabyte upload, and you may well have, then you can broadcast in 4K. And you can broadcast in 4K to YouTube. Basically get OBS, add the N970p to OBS, set your destination to YouTube, set the resolution to 4K, and you can broadcast in 4K to YouTube. Easy. YouTube's free, OBS is free. So you've got the camera, that's it. The next thing is that if you create content and you want a camera that's going to give you the best shot, the best images, the clearest images, then I'm going to suggest that the N970p is definitely a candidate as a webcam to give you a very clear picture. Remember, it's why I got the camera in the first place. Okay. So you can create content locally. You can actually shoot video on your own PC or Mac using the N970p. You can then repurpose it. You can send it up to Zoom. You can send it anywhere because it's so high quality. It is 4K. And we're all going to be 4K someday. As I said earlier, you can actually set up the camera, colorways, contrast, brightness, everything, and the camera will remember what you set it up for. So it directly saves any changes I make to the camera. And the reason that it's great as a conference camera is it's got face detection, and you can frame the video according to the number of people in. Now, I don't need to do anything. It'll go from 1 person to 3 people to 5 people without my doing anything. Such is AI. And this is the good news. It's got a remote. This is the remote. It's like a television remote. Okay. And with this remote, I can control and set up the camera. Now, I can zoom in slightly. I can zoom out slightly. I can go back to where I was. Okay, just using the buttons. If I press number 2, then I'm going to zoom all the way out. And this is what my office actually looks like. This is the default setting on this camera. And you can see all the books. You can see the chess sets. Okay, I love chess. If you want to challenge me to a game, then just make your move. Type your move in the comments and we'll have a live chess game on Amazon Live. That will be a world first. Yeah. So if you want to go D2 to D4 or C2 to C3, then just let me know and I'll make the move on the chessboard. In fact, tomorrow what I'll do is I'll set up the pop-up chess set and we can use that as well. That's something I got for my birthday last week. Now the remote, sorry, I got sidetracked there. The remote, I can zoom in just by pressing a button. I can zoom out, and when I zoom out, I can quite obviously stand up and present as I presented the headphones earlier. So you've got great freedom. You can sit down and present. If you're on a Zoom call and you want to stand up, then you just zoom out. Yeah. And then when you sit back down, you zoom back in. Just 2 buttons to control how you look on screen. If I want to come and sit back down again, which I'm going to, and whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to press the button so that when I finish sat down, I'm zoomed in. It's all set up. Let's take that off. I can, as I say, just adjust it, or I can show you that side of the office, or I can show you that side of the office. Okay. And then I can come back to me. Pop-up chess set. Who'd have thought? So those are the controls. What you can have is basically you use the controls to actually get the angle you want, and then you press the preset button and a number, and that's it, and it's there forever. Now, if you think about a television remote control, what you can do is you can bring up an on-screen menu. Now, I know that you can actually see this. Okay, so a couple of examples. If I go down, exposure, automatic at the moment. Camera's deciding the best setting according to the lighting. Manual, I can set it up, or I can go to bright. Okay, so I'm going to go back to auto. I can come down, I can change the color. Now, I think I actually need, I can change the U, and I'm going to take that down to 3. Okay, and I can come back up. This is being done automatically. I can change to manual. Now, this is giving you total control over how you look, and you then go on to adjust manually, just like you do with the television, to adjust manually. Yeah, I need to go that way. The easiest thing to do, right, this is not the best look in the world. The easiest thing to do is to go back and set it to automatic. Okay, and finally, if I go down to image, I can change the brightness, contrast, and sharpness. So you can fine tune how you look on screen on a Zoom call. And then I can flip, and I can flip horizontally, go like this, and I've moved to the other side of the screen. I can also use black and white mode. So I can now present in black and white. True story. I do a show with my friend Nick Wood on Mondays on Amazon Live, and I was going through this routine. Yeah, it's like a comedian having a routine. I'm going through a script I've learned, and I got to this part, and I left it on black and white by accident. And Nick thought that my camera was broken. It's not broken, because all I need to do is this, and the color's back. Okay, but this could be useful if you're doing a retro episode. Okay, so on-screen menu, total control with the remote control, two batteries, 2 AAA batteries, and that's the remote control digital zoom. As I said earlier, it's got dual microphones, and it was released on October 20th, 2021. And there are a range of 15 cameras. If you click link in the carousel, you'll find out more about Nexigo cameras. Nexigo are, I'll put this on screen. Nexigo is an American-born brand built on core values of innovation. They have something special in every one of their single cameras, ranging in price from $60 to $152. If you click link in the carousel, you'll find out more. Again, released, and it has low light correction, and as a conference camera, it can pick up sound from 20 feet away. So if you've got quite a large conference table, then it will simply work. Okay, now let's move on. So just in summary then, it's Nexigo N970p 4K webcam. It's built either for one person or for a conference, and it's my favorite. It's the best quality picture I've seen, and I've seen quite a few. Okay, and it's on disc. Oh, wait a minute, before I finish, I can let you know that it's on discount today. It's $151.99, 16% saving today. Okay, so a 16% saving if you buy today. Price in the carousel will go away once this broadcast has finished. Okay, now the next camera we're going to look at is on discount as well. Okay, let's go here. So we're going to finish with the Nexigo 970p, and we're going to go over to the next camera, which is here. And this is the Obspot Tiny 4K PTZ webcam. I'll explain everything in a minute. It's $228 today, which is a discount of 15%. And this, whilst being a serious camera, is the most fun I have ever had with a webcam. So I'm going to hide that. And this time I need a different camera. So let's switch this camera off, switch this camera on. And you're looking at my desktop now. But the thing is that this is the Obspot Tiny 4K looking at my desktop. Okay. And what I can do is, using the software, is I can zoom in. I can go there. I can go there. And just a minute, I've got something. I can go there. Okay. Or I can go back to the original. I think that's probably 78 degrees is the closest I'm going to go. Is it 65? 65. Okay. But what I can do is come to me. The camera, and this is, let's remind ourselves, the camera that we're looking at right now, it is, if I go here, the Obspot Tiny PTZ webcam, down in the carousel, $228. There is, just reminders, 15% discount on this camera today. Now, this camera is different from all the other cameras that I've got. And the reason is, if I just go here, just let me go here for a minute. So we're looking at the Obspot Tiny PTZ 4K webcam. 4K. So again, you can use it out of the box, plug it in your PC or Mac, recognize straight away, get OBS, add your camera to OBS, go live on YouTube, set the resolution to 4K, and you can broadcast live on YouTube using the Obspot 4K camera in 4K. OBS is free, YouTube is free, so you can do 4K broadcast now. Now, this is important. Just to reiterate, I'm broadcasting to you at 720, which is DVD quality. 1080p is high definition, and 4K is ultra high definition, the best we can do. Yeah, this is the best we can do with a webcam. It's AI powered and it's got autofocus. Okay, autofocus you can switch on and off, but basically it means when I show this remote control on screen, you can see it clearly because it's been focused on. Okay, so let's take both those off. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the main features and I'm going to give you a live demonstration. The live demonstration is why this camera is special. It is a PTZ camera. Pan, tilt both ways, and zoom. That's what it can do. Pan, tilt, and zoom. And at the price, $228 for a 4K PTZ webcam is a very good price. Obspot, I've got two Obspots that I just love the service that they give. They update the software, desktop software on a regular basis, PC or Mac, and they update the firmware in the camera on a regular basis too, and always improving things. It is a 4K video conference camera, so you can, let's go here for a moment, you can put this camera, as I've done, there it is, that's the 4K. That's the Obspot. It's on a stand. And if you put it on the stand in the center of a conference table, then it will work as a conference camera. You've got dual microphones. You've got the lens at the top, you've got the camera body, and then you've got the base. It's USB-C to USB-A, simply plugs into your computer, or in my case, into the USB extension. So for conferences, just put it on the conference table, adjust the height on the stand. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones, so it picks up sound all around. And this is the key to it. This is what makes this camera special. It has auto tracking on its twin axis gimbal. We saw the gimbal a moment ago. So you've got the lens And underneath that, you've got the gimbal, and the gimbal allows it to go up and down and side to side. Yeah. Low light correction. If I turn my light off now, just let me go. I've got Logitech Litra Glow Light running today. It's down in the carousel. If I switch it off, I've gone darker. And what the camera is doing, it's compensating for the low light. So you can still see me. Right, let's go and switch the light back on. So light's back on. I'll show you the light later. And it has magical gesture control. You don't need to be sat at the keyboard for the gesture control to work. If you go like that, the camera will start tracking you. If you go like that, the camera will stop tracking you. If you go like that, possibly, never works on demo, it will zoom in and out. Okay, I want to say thank you for watching. So magical gesture control. Thank you for watching on Amazon. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones with noise reduction. So it's not noise cancellation, but it will reduce the background noise. It's got 3 preset positions. So preset position 1 is me. Preset position 2 is the desktop, and that is live. It's not a photograph. And preset position 3 is going to whisk across. I set this up this weekend. This is my chess area. And as I say, if you want to challenge me to chess, please do. We've got the Greek chess set and we've got the pop-up chess set. And I'm going to come back to me now. Okay, I have a thing about chess. I'm not very good, but I enjoy a game of chess. And as we English say, it's not the winning, it's the taking part. And I enjoy taking part in chess games. And the next is it's got AI tracking. Okay, and I'm going to show you that now. Okay. This is where this camera, the Obswot 4K, is different from any other camera. I have got the Nexigo, we saw a moment ago. I've got the Brio, yeah, and I've got the Obswot. Only the Obswot can do what I'm about to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click a button and we're going to go change the item in the carousel. And I'm going to go and press that button and pick something up. And then watch this. The camera, as I said earlier, is on a twin axis gimbal. Yeah. And basically, I'm not doing anything. My hands are here. I'm not in control. The camera is in control. And the camera is following me in everything I do. It's automatically giving me headroom. So if I move, the headroom will still be there. And it's putting me in the center of screen. I can forget about controlling the camera because the camera's in control. Right, that brings us on to we'll come back to the Obswot in a minute because you've seen the demonstration. It just works. It's so smooth. Yeah. You notice when I try to kid it then, it's not playing. It's actually adjusting every time I move. Right. I showed you some headphones earlier. They were the wired One Audio headphones for $35.99, 10% discount, first item in the carousel. But the next item, these are my favorite headphones. And these are, if I put them there, you can see them. These are Aftershokz headphones down in the carousel, $152.99. And I've got 2 pairs of Aftershokz. And the reason I got these was I was over in Hampshire, in Farnborough, and we're at a sports exhibition, a running exhibition. And Aftershokz had a stand there. And I was able to try these out. So when I got home, I put them on my Amazon wish list, and here they are. Every morning at 11:30, I go out the door and I walk 4 or 5 miles, and I wear these headphones. Now, the thing about these is that and I live in the UK, these headphones are waterproof. I wouldn't go swimming in them, but walking, jogging, running, cycling, they are made for the outdoors. Thank you. And thank you for the comment. They are made for the outdoors. Yeah, they're made for jogging, running, walking, or cycling. They are the best headphones I've had because they also work indoors as well. But every morning I pair this headset with my mobile phone. Just need to switch the headset on and it pairs. And then I go to Amazon Music, of course, and I pick a playlist and then I start the playlist. Right. When I switch these on, it says, hello, welcome to Aftershocks, battery high, because I always recharge it. It takes an hour to recharge and lasts for 8 hours the following day. Switch on, one switch. Okay, connecting, automatic. And then press play and you're on your way. And you can pause at any time. There's pause button. You can skip to the next track. Yeah, you can increase the volume. You can decrease the volume. You can take a phone call with one button. Angelica phones me, I just press one button. I phone Angelica, I can voice dial Angelica. Everything's built in. And the beauty of these is that they only weigh 28 grams. Yeah, that's the weight. It's less than the weight of a bag of chips, or as we'd say in the UK, a bag of crisps. Only 28 grams. Yeah, I just want to move on a minute, just a second. There you are. So that's what we're talking about. $152.94 down in the carousel. I love these. I wear them. I mean, the thing is, they're so lightweight. Once you put them on, you forget you're wearing them. Now, the way that they work is this. Now, thank you for the comments. We're back to the comments in a minute. They go over your ear, which means your ear is free. And this is important from a safety point of view. Because wearing these, you can talk to the person next to you. Yeah, let's just go back a bit and let this camera do some work. You can talk to the person next to you. Yeah. You can see and hear the traffic in front of you, but you can also hear the traffic behind you, including the cyclist coming up behind you. Your ears are free. So the technology that does this is patented by Aftershocks. Basically, you've got two speakers. The speakers vibrate, the vibrations go through your cheekbones and then straight to your inner ear, direct route. Yeah, the sound quality is very good. I mean, I can listen to Amazon playlists and while I'm out walking, and they're just incredibly good. I just like the sound, the quality of the sound. It's a good bass on here. I am not an audiophile. I just love good sound. Okay. Nothing wrong with audiophiles, but I just love good sound, and these have good sound. Yeah. Whether you're listening to rock music, to folk music, to country and western, to podcast, ideal. And whilst I said they're ideal for walking, jogging, running and cycling, they're also good indoors. They work indoors as well. That's a big bonus. So Aftershocks, this is my second pair. I love the way that they work. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the camera, okay, which, just a minute, I need to press a button, which is the on spot, to the test. I'm actually moving closer. You'll notice that the camera is following me. And then I'm going to sit down and the camera has lost me. Just a minute. That picture is of Avebury Stone Circle, which is not quite as famous as Stonehenge, but was built at the same time. And we'll come back to me. Okay, so, okay, and let me just, you're most welcome. And thank you for commenting. If you're watching on Facebook, you have got a link to everything I've been talking about. If you're watching on YouTube, you have got a link to everything I've been talking about. They're not affiliate links. Yeah. So just click and you'll find out more information. If you're watching on Amazon Live, then just click the link and you'll find out more information. If you click the link, you go into the normal page for these headphones. You can read the written reviews. You can watch the videos. And if you've got any questions, I'm live. It's now approximately 16:44. Just a minute. Let's ask the Fitbit. 16:44, because I'm 5 hours ahead of you. Yeah. I'm in the UK. I'm based in Wiltshire in England. Right. So we've looked at the Aftershocks and we've looked at the Obisbok Tiny camera. I don't think, no, we've done it. So the HubSpot Tiny, you can either put it on a monitor, and if you do that, if you put the HubSpot Tiny on a monitor, there is a magnetic mount. There is a magnet on the bottom of the camera. Oh, wait a minute, just a second. You're not seeing things. We were moving then. Okay. Forgot to switch the move bit off. Okay, because otherwise the camera stops. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Magnetic mount. Lip goes over the back of the monitor and the camera goes on there, and then there's an adhesive strip there to actually hold it steady on your monitor. So if you put it on your monitor, it's not going to move off. It's stuck. Okay. Or you could put it on a tripod, as we said here. All the cameras I'm showing you today can actually be on a tripod. The tripod that we're talking about, let's just go along a bit. The tripod in the carousel at the moment. Now, I know if I just go, I'm just going to come back. Okay. So we're now going to have 3 of us. And I'm going to go to the Loom Cube, just a minute. There it is, Loom Cube, $34.99. It's down in the carousel. And I just love, if I go here, and what I'm going to do, oh, wait a minute. If I go here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that over there. Okay. That's the photograph. That's the real McCoy. This is the Loom Cube stand down in the carousel. Basically, at the base, you've got 3 legs, which you can lock into place. You've got a central tube, 12 to 30 inches, extendable. Yeah. And then you've got a ball joint on top. So this stand from Loom, who make the lights, is ideal for cameras, ideal for lights, any lights, not just Loom lights. But the thing I like about it, and I'll just put it full screen for a second. The thing I like about it is it's just a classic design. It looks good. It looks good on a conference table. It looks good on a desktop. And the thing about having a camera on a tripod is you can move it about. Okay. So that is the Loom Cube tripod down in the carousel. And I just love it. I love the design. I've got to say, $34.99. Right, the next item we're going to look at, we've looked at, let's just do a reprise, as it were. If I go back to the beginning, yeah, we're getting there. In the broadcast today, we've looked at, and if I put these there, okay, we've looked at the One Audio headphones. We've looked at a Nexigo N970p Zoom conference camera, ideal for one person, 4K camera. We've looked at the HubSpot Tiny, which is the most fun you can have with a webcam. And we've talked about the Aeropex Aftershocks headphones. And then we skipped along past these, and then we went to here. And the last thing we talked about, down in the carousel, featured item, Loom Cube stand. Okay, now let's come back to me for a minute. Okay, I'm broadcasting on BeLive, which is why I can do all these wonderful things. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the logo off. And I'm going to put my logo on. Okay, so you're watching Stephen Healy live from England, and we're just doing so well. And I want to say thank you for watching on Amazon Live. And I'm going to close that page. Okay, don't need that because everything's working fine today. Whew. It's good when things work. I mean, this is not, we take it for granted that the internet just works, but it doesn't always. And I made a big change to my setup last night. I'm going to give you a hint. Okay, one of the things that happens when you do broadcast is you need plenty of memory. So do check your hard drive and make sure your hard drive has more than 20% capacity. 20% free before you go live. The more disk space you have free before you live broadcast, the better the quality of your broadcast. I'm proving that right now because you can see my lips move. I was suffering from buffering. Well, that's good, wasn't it? I was suffering from buffering, and now that I've cleaned up my hard drive, I don't have that anymore. Okay, so all good, and thank you for watching. And if you've got any questions, please do. I mean, I don't work for Amazon. This is a free service. Yeah, I've been broadcasting on Amazon Live now for 18 months. I enjoy every day. There's a community of live broadcasters, thousands of broadcasters, all have different expertise. We're here to share with you. We don't work for Amazon, but we're here to help. Okay, and just to say, Amazon Live is the best place in the world to broadcast live. I've got a comment coming in, which I'm going to take, and I think it's hello. And it's hello from Donald Halstead. Donald, thank you for dropping by today. Donald helped me yesterday when I was having one or two problems, and I've worked overnight, Donald, and now I think all the problems have gone. Fingers crossed. But thank you for joining me today, and thank you for the comment. And okay, no, this is teamwork. This is teamwork. It's a team. It's not just me. It's basically everybody involved in a live broadcast. If you're watching now, you're part of the Lights Camera Action team. You're part of the LCA team. I think we should get a logo, the LCA badge. Yeah, Lights Camera Action badge. Can do that. And my hands are here, and Don is saying thank you. You're most welcome. Yeah, I'll get an LCA badge made, and then basically you can qualify for the LCA badge simply. Well, no, there are no qualifications. If you want one, you can have one. I'm going to get one made. Okay. Now, as I say, I'm here to help. And if you've got any questions, then please do ask in the comments, or just say hello like Donald has. This is two-way if you want it to be. Okay. And I will never, ever get your details. If you're watching me on Amazon Live now, I will never, ever get your details. Amazon look after all those, and they keep them safe. Okay, so just a reminder as we carry on with the broadcast. Welcome to the Broadcast with Stephen, live from England using be.live, and the show is called Lights Camera Action. And if I bring up the show card, Lights Camera Action with Stephen Healy on Be Live. We're talking about cameras, we're talking about microphones, we're talking about Fitbits. So you're in the right place. And if you've got any questions, then all you need to do is ask. Okay. So there's the demonstration area. I can demonstrate anything you like in that area. But let's go back up the carousel. And we've talked about that and that and that and that and that. Okay, let's talk about, can I talk about that? Just a minute. Just a minute. I just need to do something. Just give me a second. I can't do that, can I? Right, okay. We're now going to talk about the next item in the carousel. And let's go over here, and I'm just going to go this way. So we're going to go back a bit, and then I'm going to stop all of a sudden. Oh, I'm going to stop there. Okay, we're talking about, I'm going to switch my second camera off. Okay, we're talking about this, and this is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, down in the carousel at $999.99 today. Now, as I said, the S23 is out, which means that we get a better price on the S22. So I'm going to tell you about the S22, and the only thing I'm going to say is the S23 is better. but it's also more expensive. So the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra down the carousel, $999.99, 17% off whilst I'm live. And I can see a comment coming in, and I think it's somebody who joined me yesterday. And the comment coming in is Nuke the Whales. Right, Stephen? I'm not sure. If you want to explain a little more, please do. If we've met before, then you just says Amazon customer. So yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to me. So we're looking at Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I'm going to go through the main features. Hello, by the way, and thank you for commenting. I'm not sure why we need to nuke the whales, but that's just me. Okay, I'm going to basically Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra down the carousel. I've got one, and 256 gig, 128 gig, or 512. It's got an 8K camera and 8K video. It has the brightest display that Samsung ever had. Now, what I'm going to do now, because I could tell you about this phone, but what I'd rather do is to actually show you. So I'm going to take the logo off. So let's remove the logo. And I'm going to show you some photographs. And here they are. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go picture in picture. And I'm going to hide that. I'm going to go down here. No, not there. Okay, so let's go that way around. And I'm going to tell you that the image I'm showing you was taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, this is the best phone I've ever had. It has built-in stabilizer. It's got a 108 megapixel lens, and it takes 8K photographs. And this is an example. This is Salisbury Cathedral, and this is the cloisters at Salisbury Cathedral. So I'm going to take you through some photographs taken with that camera. Okay, this is our garden. This is basically true story. We'd been saving wildflower seeds for some time. They were all in a big tin, and Angelica went outside and sowed the seeds and came up with this beautiful garden. This is the Caithnavon Canal, which is near where we live. And this is basically Henley-on-Thames, which is where Angelica's daughter lives with a partner. And it's where the Henley Regatta takes place. So this is Henley-on-Thames, where the regatta takes place. Baroness Fleur Benjamin was doing a book signing, and we were fortunate to sit down and listen to her for an hour. Amazing person. This is the Court Garden. This was a former industrial estate, and basically it was then the factories closed down, and it was then taken and made into the most amazing English country garden. I was lucky last autumn to actually get this photograph. I just went underneath the tree. This is the Quartz Garden again. Not the most beautiful photograph, but they can't all be perfect. Whereas this is a country walk in Wiltshire in England. I live close to Stonehenge, by the way. This is the Quartz Garden again, looking through to the house. And this is my favorite walk. This is close to where we live in Devizes in England, about 93 miles from London. And this is the Caithnavon Canal. Now, this canal was built to take traffic from Bristol to London. So goods would arrive on ships from the States into Bristol, and then the goods would be taken off the ships, put on barges. The barges travelled up the canal to London. So this is how goods used to get to London from the States back in the 1700s. And a journey from Bristol to London would have taken 4 days. A bit quicker now. The canal actually fell into disrepair because the trains came along, steam trains, and it's been lovingly restored in the last 20 years and is now a recreational facility. This is Salisbury Cathedral. The photograph itself was taken at Christmas time, as you can tell by the Christmas tree. And the font is a living font. If you look at the corners, you can see the water just coming out of the font. And it goes into a grate underneath the font, then the water is recycled. So a circle of life. The water just goes round and round. And I just love the photograph. This is my partner, Angelica. Again, Salisbury Cathedral. Angelica is Angelica is awesome and is a German language teacher. Another picture of the font because I enjoyed photographing it. This is a very frosty morning walking along the canal in Wiltshire, and this is the locks. Now, the thing about this photograph is if you look, you can see that the canal water is actually frozen and the path on the right hand side is treacherous. Yeah, this is the Keynsham Canal. It has the longest locks in the world, and I'll show you what a lock is in a minute. Okay, this is just 5 minutes from where I live. This is the Crammer. Again, it was frozen over, and we get wildfowl from all around the world. We get Canadian geese, we get swans, we get ducks, okay, and this is a lock. And basically, the boat goes in, the water is leveled, and then the boat goes in and then goes down. And if I go, hang on, I didn't mean to do that. Just a second. Let's bring that back in. This way around. Okay, and go to the next photograph. Okay, and this is just a bench. Okay, this is the country house. It's just the quality of the photographs taken with the camera on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. As I say, 8K photos, 108 megapixel camera on the front and a 40 megapixel camera on the back. So selfies, the best selfies I've ever taken. And there we have it. And again, the image taken. Now, what I'm going to do now, we're back to the beginning again. So I can hide those and come back to me. So it does take the most amazing images, but it also takes surprisingly high quality video. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring a video on screen and I'm going to play the video, and this video, just a minute, so you get a full idea. The video uses a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and the DJI OM5 gimbal, both down in the carousel. You're about to visit the Quartz Garden in England. It's an English country garden. I'll be back in 2 minutes. The Quartz Garden, and just had lunch. And the thing about the Quartz Garden is it's a beautiful place to actually stroll around and just enjoy the gardens. So I'm just going to walk around, and I am using my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and my new DJI OM5 gimbal. I've got the internal microphone on the Samsung, so no external mic. On my OM5 gimbal. I've got the internal microphone on the Samsung, so no external mic. I'll try an external mic next time, but it's just so beautiful today. It's about 28 degrees, and I'm just going to try something here, because if I do this, I should be able to change the view. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to come down again. It's actually stuck, isn't it? Wait a minute. Let's adjust this. This is just a trial. Okay, so I'm going to go like that, or like that, or like that. I've got to be able to see what's on the screen, so I can see what's on the screen. And just wondering how steady this is. This is better than actually holding the phone. It's a lot easier to actually grip the gimbal than it is to actually grip the phone. So this is a win. But there's so many things this gimbal can do, and I really haven't learnt half of them, or even a quarter of them. But let's look at the borders. And there are people here today. Car park was full, but I don't think everybody actually came over here. But there's just flowers here in full bloom. We are at the beginning of August, first week in August, and the grounds here are just absolutely stunning. Now, the other thing that's important this year is that I've got my new eyes, which means right, okay, I'm back. So it's the quality of that video. I mean, you've got 8K video. I was using the DJI OM5 stabilizer, and it's super steady. And that video is on YouTube, and people watch it on YouTube. There are things that you need to be aware of when you're actually shooting live video with your mobile phone. And the first is that your mobile phone, as you're walking, is going to go up and down. So hence the stabilizer in the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra does steady things. Add the gimbal to that. Gimbal, if I go here, let's just find it. Possibly in my carousel. No, it's not. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about the gimbal tomorrow. The next thing I'm going to go on to is this. Okay, so if I just go here and just give me a minute, switch my camera back on and take that off solo. You've watched the video, so I can hide that. Okay, this is my desktop, and this is a Stream Deck. And I'm going to explain to you how the Stream Deck works and how it can benefit you. If you, in your daily work, use a lot of websites and use a lot of applications, then the Stream Deck can save you time and can save you money. And let's just go over here. I'm just trying to find something in my carousel. If I go here and go here, this is the Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck. It's $149.99. It's down in the carousel now. And what we're going to do, you and I, is we're going to take a look at the Stream Deck and see how it can help you. Now, in order to do that, what I need to do is share screen. So I'm going to do a screen share. Remember, I'm broadcasting on BeLive, so I can do a screen share. And I'm going to get my Stream Deck software. And I'm going to bring the Stream Deck software on screen. Now, as you can see, if I put them side by side, let's just try and work this out. If I put the software there, okay, you've got the Stream Deck, the physical Stream Deck picture from Amazon. You've got the software underneath, and then you've got the fact that this is my Stream Deck. Now, thank you for the follow. Oh, wait a minute. David, thank you. Thank you for the follow. That is a win-win. You've helped make my day, sir. Thank you very much. For a very grateful live broadcaster in England, thank you. Enjoyed the show. So this is the Stream Deck, and what you have is 3 rows of 5 keys. So this is a 15 key version. But if I press this button here, you'll see another row of 15 keys. And if I press again, 15 keys are not used. So let's come back to the beginning. Okay, so if I go back there and I go back there, I'm going to show you how I use the Stream Deck and why it saves me time and saves me money. And if you use a lot of Chrome tabs and you use a lot of apps in your daily work, then stick around. Okay, so I'm going to switch that camera off I'm going to hide the photograph, and we're going to go picture in picture. Now, as you can see, the software looks decidedly like the Stream Deck. And this is a beautiful piece of simplistic design, because every key on here has a representation on the software. Now, when I go live on this broadcast on Amazon Live, the first thing that I do is, if I go here and here, okay, the first thing that I do, if I just move this over and I can show you, is I need the BeLive Chrome tab to be open. So I've typed in BeLive, and I've typed in the URL of my BeLive Studio. When I go live on Amazon, I like to load my Amazon page. So I've typed in Amazon, and I've typed in the URL of the Amazon page. I talk about Fitbits quite a lot. So I've typed in the word Fitbit, and I've typed in the URL for Fitbit. So, right. And then on Mondays, Nick and I do a quiz, Trivia Plaza movie quiz from Trivia Plaza, and I've given it the URL for the movie quiz. So when I start broadcasting, I click the BeLive button to get my studio. I click the Amazon button to actually get the Amazon tab open. I click Fitbit to get my Fitbit stats that I can share with you. And I click Trivia Plaza to get the movie quiz. So 4 Chrome tabs. And all I've done is typed in the title and the URL. And those buttons will always work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got the web pages open that I need. Now, the next thing. In this broadcast, I have been showing you different cameras. Each of those cameras has software. So I've typed in OBSBot, and I've linked to the OBSBot software on my desktop. I've typed in Logitech, and I've linked to the Logitech software on my desktop. I've typed in Nexigo and linked to the Nexigo software. Okay. And then I've typed in Logitech G Hub and linked to the Logitech G Hub software. So when I go live, I load up the OBSBot software, I load up Logitech software, I load up the Nexigo software, and I load up Logitech G Hub. So I've got 4 websites and 4 pieces of software that load when I press 8 keys. Now, before I got this Stream Deck, that would have taken me a quarter of an hour to get it all sorted. Now I just go press 8 keys, done, dusted, and they won't change. Yeah. So I've permanently set up so I can go live simply by clicking 8 buttons. So that's the first saving, time saving. Every time I go live on Amazon Live, it just works. Okay, now the next thing is, so if I come to me for a moment, so you can link a button to a Chrome tab, to a URL. You can link a button to an app on your desktop. And when you press the button, the web page or the app loads. Simple. Now, next part of the demonstration, if I bring a second camera on screen, okay. So we've now got 2 cameras, and I'm going to bring back this. Okay, so I've now got 4 items on screen. The thing that the Stream Deck can do is it can actually use hotkeys. Now, my studio has hotkeys, and if I go like this, just a minute, let's get the right place first. If I go like this, then it will change my layout. If I press another key, it will change the layout again. Press another key. Yeah, so hotkeys. Any software that's got hotkeys, OBS, vMix, XSplit, and hotkeys go back to the 90s. They're over 25 years old. This Stream Deck you can program it to use as hotkeys, so you can go like this, or like this. And a lot of software, especially ancient software, has got hotkeys. Yeah. Okay. And thank you, BeLive, for the hotkeys. So if I take that off and I hide that, we're now back to me and the software. Now, so Chrome tabs, applications, hotkeys. The next thing you can do, if I go to my next page, I don't know about you, but I come side by side. I love lifetime deals. The model is that you pay so much for software. If you want to use Canva, you pay so much a month. If you want to use any software, you pay so much a month. However, there are lifetime deals. You pay a one-off fee and get use of the software for lifetime. And I use AppSumo. AppSumo is the best place to get lifetime deals. And I've got 14 lifetime deals on here. Yeah. I've got, and I just need to be able to read this. I've got SendFox for email. I've got Radar, which is a brilliant social media system from Turkey. I've got Melon for live broadcasting. VI Loud for a web player, so I can actually, this broadcast is actually going out live on my website at the moment. Sleek Bio, which is a one-page bio. Yeah. UK Live, I've got my own private network. Just a minute. If I can find it, just a second. I don't want to stop my flow, but I have my own private network called Live Video Hub, which you're all welcome to join. Not now, but later. And I use Yuki for that. If I go here, this is Yuki. That's the software I use. That's the Sleek Bio, loads my one-page bio. And then TidyCal is a calendar replacement, one-off fee. It's actually written by AppSumo, by the engineers at AppSumo, and it's a brilliant appointment booking system. And it's a one-off fee as an alternative to Calendly. Okay, so I've got SendFox, I've got Radar, I've got Melon, VI Loud, yeah. But the thing is that with an AppSumo app, if you use it a lot, then you're away and running, you won't forget it. But the odds are everything you bought as a lifetime deal over recent years, there are some you've forgotten. So I've got all my 14 apps in here. I'm not going to forget them. I just need to go to the AppSumo page and everything's there. And I just click a button and the software loads, or the app loads, or the web page loads. Right now, I actually have a story about that, but I'll come back to it. Now, next tab, if I go picture in picture again, okay, we're going to go picture in picture. This is a list of all the Facebook groups I'm a member of in which I'm active. So I can click any of those and be taken straight to the Facebook group without thinking about it. I can't remember the last time I typed in a URL or searched for a group on Facebook. All my major groups are here and they're all labeled. So we can go here and Logi. Okay, I can go straight to the Logi group. I can go straight to the OneStream group or the Melon group or the Wave group or the Radar group, which we spoke about earlier. So all these link through to Facebook groups. Okay, and I've taken that a stage further. I've now got, it's still a work in progress. I've got all the Facebook Live pages that I run. Yeah, and I'm currently running 4 Facebook Live pages. Okay, so let's come back to the beginning and go back. This is the main page, and 15 buttons on the main page. You can have as many pages as you want. You can have as many profiles as you want, well, within reason. And basically, this has changed the way that I work, simple as that. And I'm grateful to Marco Novo from Portugal, Grant Saunders from England, and Efrain Lopez from the States, who said, you need a Stream Deck. And I thought 8 weeks ago, I don't. What do I use it for? Well, hopefully, over the last 10 minutes or so, you've learned what a Stream Deck can do for you. If you want more information, click the link in the carousel, and that will take you off to a full description with the text reviews and the recorded video reviews. But if you ever have a question about Stream Deck, pop back here. I'm live at 11 a.m. Eastern every single day, and I will help you get the best out of the Stream Deck. Okay, So let's bring that back on screen for a moment. If I can find it. Okay, let's go over here, and there it is. So if you need any help with Stream Deck, this is the place to come. Okay, now I'm going to go, and we're going to go to the next item, which is the Fitbit Charge 5, which is down in the carousel now at $148.95. Okay, let's go picture in picture, and we'll say goodbye to Stream Deck. Okay, and we're back here. I'm going to stop sharing, and we're back to me, and we're going to talk about, because remember, this show is called Lights, Camera, Action, and bottom right-hand corner, you can see a Fitbit. So let's talk about Fitbits. And we're back to me. Oh, the logo's propped up again. Okay, we're going to talk about Fitbits. Now, I've got to be honest here. I'm a Fitbitaholic. This is my Fitbit Charge 5. Let's go there. And this is the 5th Fitbit that I bought. I've been using Fitbits for the last 9 years, and every 2 years I update. The special thing about this Fitbit is you can see, if I go here, it's in color. And yes, I'm in the UK. That's why it's 521, not 1221. It's the first color Fitbit, and it's also got GPS. Now I'm going to show you. All right. Okay. First thing to note is that this is not a subscription model. Everything I'm about to show you is free. Yeah. Once you've got Fitbit. Now Fitbit are owned by Google. Yeah. So as far as financial backing is concerned, they've got Google's backing. The first thing you do when you get a Fitbit is you go to fitbit.com and you register your Fitbit to get the warranty. The next thing you do is you actually join the Fitbit community. Now, the Fitbit community is the best. Okay, now I'm going to try and show you why I love the Fitbit community. Just give me a second. I just need to get my Fitbit back on. Okay, I'm going to share screen. Let's go and share screen. Okay, so I'm sharing a Chrome tab, and I'm going to share a Chrome tab and Fitbit dashboard and share. And then I'm going to come back into my studio. I'm going to click, and there it is. This is my Fitbit dashboard. Now, what I'm sharing with you is my personal Fitbit dashboard. So I'm going to go off full screen. I'm going to hide the Fitbit picture, and we're going to go picture in picture. So this is my personal Fitbit dashboard. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to tell you what you get with the Fitbit Charge 5 for free. Now, first thing is community. If I go here, there are communities on Fitbit which you can join for free. Okay, and there's a list of my friends, including my partner Angelica, and come back. But basically, if I come back here, you can make friends around the globe. Now, I take part in every week. There are competitions organized by members, for members, free to join. There's a weekend competition and a weekday competition, Monday through Friday. And it's a ladder. And it's the person who does the most steps. If I go out, well, when I go out at 11:30 out my front door and I walk for 3 miles, somebody on my ladder will notice it and will cheer me because I've given permission. That is, because the thing is, between you and me, the thing is that when you decide to stay fit, and friends, family all support you. But I've got global support. I've got people from America, from Canada, from Australia, all barracking for me when I do a walk. I do the same for them. If I see somebody doing a 4-mile walk, cheers. I cheer them. Right, let's go back again. So community is the first thing. The next thing is if you wear your Fitbit to bed, and yes, I did sleep for 10 hours last night. If you wear your Fitbit to bed, well, not quite. That's not strictly accurate. That's my fault. If you wear your Fitbit to bed and you wear it for 4 nights, you can get, if you wish, a sleep report, which will help you improve your sleep pattern. Right. Everything I'm talking about is free. So sleep pattern improvement report. Then the next one, what's the maximum number of steps you've done in a day? I'm going to put my hand up here and said the maximum number of steps I've done in a day is 60,000. 2,000 steps is 1 mile. So I walked 30 miles in 1 day. Now, I walked 30 miles in 1 day for a simple reason. Just a minute. I walked 30 miles in 1 day for the simple reason that I was walking a marathon, for which I've got a medal. I don't get a chance to wear this very often. Okay. This is a medal for walking from Avebury to Stonehenge, 26 miles, 385 yards. And if you add on, that's 53,000 steps. If you add on getting up in the morning and going to bed at night, then that's where the 60,000 comes from. And that's where I got my medal. So it tells you the most number of steps you've done in a day. I've done that a couple of times. Oh, yeah. If you wish, you can keep a weight diary. This is all free. There is no extra charge for this. You can keep a weight diary. You can record your weight daily, weekly, or monthly. It's up to you. There is on the Android or the iPhone app a food diary with American foodstuffs in the database, and you can track the calories you eat every single day. You can then compare that with the calories that Fitbit says you've used, and you should be able to see a trend. Yeah. Right, the next item, the yellow and orange bars, yellow and red bars, is I've been active 90 minutes every day, which is slightly less than the period before. And then down here, you can see that so far this week, Monday and Tuesday, I've walked 20,000 steps, which is 10 miles. So yesterday and today, I've walked 10 miles. And if I go here, it tells me how many miles I've walked today. So 5.36 miles today. And this is all from wearing a Fitbit. I've done 34 miles in the week, 121 miles in the month, and 1,100 miles in the last 12 months. Now, true story. I started marketing Fitbits last September. And last September, I was doing 740 miles a year. Since I started selling Fitbits, I've had to get better. I had to get more exercise so I can show you what it does. Because if I don't use it, how can I tell you about it? So I use the Fitbit every single day and night. And I've now got to the stage where rather than doing 740 miles a year, I'm doing 1,100 miles a year. I am walking consistently. Now, I just want to come back here. Okay. There are two things. One is distance. Every time you go out the house is good for your health. Yeah. But walking, to do yourself good, if we go, I'll show you a map. Probably the map's the best way to actually explain it. Let's come back and get to my map from yesterday. Okay. So it's going to load a map which I'm going to share with you. Now the map comes from the Fitbit. I haven't used any additional software. There is no charge for what I'm about to show you. You're going to see before your very eyes the map of where I walked yesterday. And if I just zoom in a little bit, okay, you can see where I walked yesterday. I live in Devizes, and basically I set off from home. Let's go from home. I walked down to London Road. We're 93 miles from London. I walked along London Road. Yeah, and you can see my speed varying. Okay, and then I turned, I went uphill, and when we go uphill, you can see my heart rate start to go up, and then down the other side, past the hospitals, and then back home. Okay, and everything is measured. But the thing it's telling me here is that I just need my glasses. I did 88 minutes fat burn. Okay, let's try another one. If you walk faster than 3 miles an hour, I'm going to go for that one. Oh, that's where I went wrong. I think this is the good map. Just wait a minute. David, thanks for the follow earlier. If you're still listening, thank you. Just waiting for the map to actually come through. And right now on this walk, you can see it's tracking me as I move around the map, and it's telling me my speed. And I was walking a mile in 14 minutes or 13:59. So the faster you walk, the more benefit there is to the exercise. I was doing 28 minutes cardio and 53 minutes fat burn. So when I'm walking, I'm getting, I hate to say this, but good exercise. And when you're walking faster than 3 miles an hour, yeah, you're doing yourself good. You're getting out the door. And it was going to snow this morning, but I thought, heck, I'm going anyway. Okay, so I went and walked for an hour and a half, and I feel better for it. I'm more awake now than I used to be. I sleep better than I used to. You saw the 10 hour skip. Fitbits just work. And the figure down in the carousel is a one-off fee. Everything I've shown you is free. Fitbits have changed the way that I live. Never mind anything else. This is my 5th Fitbit, and it's the best one I've had. Angelica's got exactly the same. Right, now, we've come to that time. I'd like to say, if I come to me for a moment, I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody for actually watching me live today. I've really enjoyed your company. You've been watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England. I'm back again 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you. That's a wrap. Bye.